Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to the class of SYBCom, Introduction to Management Accounting, and we are studying analysis and interpretation of financial statements. We have already seen various tools of analysis like comparative balance sheet, comparative income statement, and we have also solved the problem on common size balance sheet. Now we are going to solve a problem on common size income statement. So here horizontal income statement will be given to you. You have to convert it into vertical income statement, and further you have to calculate the percentages in proportion to the net sales. So let us see the question. So here question is here. From the following income statement of Messrs Sritej Limited, prepare the common size revenue statement with amount and percentage in vertical form suitable for analysis. Income statement for the year ended 31st March 2017. On the debit side, opening stock of finished goods and material consumed is given. Then wages, factory overheads are also given. Then on credit side, sales of finished goods is given, closing stock of finished goods and free samples are given. Gross profit is nil here. That means the COGS is equivalent to sales. Further part of question. On the debit side of profit loss account, staff salaries, telephone charges, directors fees, depreciation on office furniture, then advertisement expenses, free samples, publicity expenses, interest on debentures, interest on loan, these expenses are given. On credit side, one income is given, commission is given here, that commission will be added to this gross profit. Proposed dividend is given, which will be treated as contingent liability as per the revised rules, and we have got here the balance transfer to balance sheet. This profit is available for appropriation, 1,18,000, that is available for appropriation. Now let us see how we are going to solve the problem. First of all, we will draw a vertical statement with two columns, amount and percentage. Then we will calculate the gross profit, then calculate the gross profit. We will add the commission to the gross profit because it is part of operating income, and further we will deduct the operating expenses. Before that, we have to take the subtotals of administrative and selling and distribution expenses. After deducting these operating expenses, we will get the operating profit. From this operating profit, we have to deduct the interest. Two types of interest is given to us. Then we will find out the profit available for appropriation. In this question, the taxation is not given, otherwise we have to deduct the tax from the profit before tax, and we will get the profit after tax. Further, we will show the proposed dividend as contingent liability, and we will calculate the percentage for each item considering the net sales equal to 100. Then only we could complete this common size income statement, or we can also call it 100% statement. So I have done the marking here. This opening stock of finished goods, material consumed, wages, factory overheads, all will be added as a part of COGS. All things will be added to the cost of material consumed, and net sales will be the first item of our statement. Then closing stock will be deducted from cost of material consumed, and free samples also will be deducted from this cost of material consumed or COGS. Further, staff salaries, telephone charges, directors fees, depreciation on office furniture, all these four are administrative expenses. Then advertisement expenses, free samples, publicity expenses, all three are selling and distribution expenses. Interest on debentures and interest on loan will be deducted from profit before interest, operating profit before interest. Commission will be added to the gross profit, right? So now we have to draw the common size income statement. Give the heading in the books of Messrs Ritesh Limited. Common size income statement for the year ended 31st March 2017. First particular column is there, then amount column in rupees, percentage column will be shown as percentage. If any negative amount is there, we will put a bracket for that. So first of all, we will record the net sales, which will be treated as 100%. So we have written the percentage also for it here as 100. So net sales is given 10 lakh. Now we will calculate the COGS. For COGS, we have to take the first of all opening stock of finished goods. Here finished goods is given, otherwise opening stock of raw materials also may be there, opening stock of WIP also may be there. So this opening stock is 2 lakh. We will add the material consumed 6 lakh. Sometimes it is given as purchases. Here material consumed is already calculated 6 lakh. So wages to be added 1,25,000. Factory overheads are added 1,25,000, and we will deduct the closing stock of finished goods 45,000. Then we will deduct the goods distributed as free samples 5,000 and the aggregate of COGS. Two amounts we have deducted, closing stock is deducted and free samples are deducted. So the COGS will be 10 lakh. As I have already told you, the COGS is equivalent or equal to the net sales. That's why there is no gross profit at all. So there is nil gross profit, and further we will add the commission to this gross profit as operating income 2,65,000, or you can say other income. So this other income is added to the gross profit. Further, after adding the commission here, we will deduct the operating expenses. So two types of operating expenses are here: administrative expenses and selling and distribution expenses. In administration expenses, 4 expenses are there: staff salaries 17,500, telephone charges 10,000, directors fees 10,000, depreciation on office furniture 32,500. So total administrative expenses, I have denoted it as fee 70,000. Then selling and distribution expenses, advertisement expenses 12,000, free samples 5,000, publicity expenses 80,000. So total selling and distribution expenses are 97,000. Now we will make the total of admin and selling and distribution expenses, that is P plus Q. So total operating expenses are 70,000 plus 97,000. See, you can see here 70,000 plus 97,000, and the total has become here 1,67,000. Now these operating expenses will be deducted from this total. Here the total is not written again because single amount is there. So from 2,60,000 we are going to deduct this 1,67,000, and the remaining figure is your operating profit before interest. So operating profit before interest is 98,000. So as it suggests this profit is before interest, the next step would be we have to deduct the interest. In this question there are two types of interest is there. So interest on debentures paid is given 5,000 and interest on loans is given 5,000. It makes total interest amount 10,000. This total interest will be deducted from this operating profit before interest we have shown into the earlier slide. So 98,000 that amount was. So 98,000 minus 10,000, and we will get the net profit after interest 88,000. Now usually what happens, after this step we have to add the non-operating income, we have to deduct the non-operating expenses. But in this question there are no non-operating income and non-operating expenses are given, or there are no any extraordinary items are also given, and then we deduct the income tax or provision for tax from that, and then we write the net profit after tax. But here all these things are not given, so directly what we will do, we will add the opening balance of profit loss account which was given into the horizontal income statement. So that opening balance is 1 lakh, and this 1 lakh will be added to this profit, and we now have in our hand the profit available for appropriation 1,88,000. So this is our end result for this question. If appropriations would be given, suppose interim dividend was given, then we will deduct the interim dividend. If any transfer to general reserve is given, then we will deduct the transfer to general reserve, or we can minus the transfer to statutory reserve, and then we will show the retained earnings, or which is also called as surplus, right? But all these things are not into this question, but keep in mind, if some things will be given into the question, you have to deduct those appropriations and you have to find out the retained earnings then. Now the next step is we are going to calculate the percentages for each item in proportion with the net sales. Our net sales is 10 lakh rupees, and we are going to calculate the proportion for each item. So formula is given here, amount of item divided by net sales into 100. Which item? All the profit loss account items, all the income statement items, we are going to take it here, and we will divide it by the amount of net sales, that is 10 lakh, and multiplied by 100, that means we will calculate the percentage. So I have calculated here 3 percentages, only 3 amounts I have calculated, rest of the things you can calculate on your own, and you have to calculate that. So opening stock is given 2 lakh rupees, 2 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, which makes a percentage of 20%. That means opening stock is 20% to the net sales. Material consumed is given rupees 6 lakhs. So 6 lakhs divided by 10 lakh into 100 is equal to 60%, which means material consumed is 60% of the net sales. That is, this is the huge part of the expense. Then wages are 1,25,000 divided by net sales 10 lakh into 100 is equal to 12.50%. So now I am going to tell you one shortcut for this calculation, so that we can easily and we can save our time and calculate these percentages. So look into this slide. So here we are going to divide by 10 lakh every time, and we are going to multiply it by 100 every time. So what we can do, we can remove these 2 zeros and we can remove these 2 zeros also. So what will happen, we have to divide by 10,000 every time, right? So 2 lakh divided by 10,000, 6 lakh divided by 10,000, wages 1,25,000 divided by 10,000. Suppose interest on debentures is there 5,000, so 5,000 divided by 10,000. So you can easily get the percentages. So this is one thing, and another thing is there, on calculator you can use one shortcut. So this shortcut cannot be used on mobile calculator. This can be used on mechanical calculator only, or we can say electronic calculator. That see how we are going to calculate. The first item of opening stock is here 2 lakh. 2 lakh divided by this 10,000. We have already removed 2 zeros. We are just using the division function here. So 2 lakh divided by 10,000 equal to 20. Now don't put any or don't click any button on your calculator. Directly type 6 lakh. Again just click equal to button and you will get the percentage 60%. Now next item is 1,25,000. Wages are there 1,25,000. Just type 1,25,000 and put equal to, and you will get its percentage. Next item is 45,000. So 45,000 equal to 4.50, and you can type all these amounts from start to end, and you will get the percentage for each item. You just have to write this percentage into the percentage column. But just remember one thing, you are not going to click any other button on calculator in between this. You are going to just type the amount and equal to, amount equal to, amount equal to, right, and every time you will get the percentage that you have to write into your column. So try this shortcut for all the amounts. Okay, if you will not understand, please tell me, I can explain it you again on WhatsApp or on phone. So now I have calculated all the percentages and put it on into this statement. So net sales 100%, that has to be assumed, that is our base figure. From COGS, all the items have been calculated or converted into the percentages. So opening stock 20%, material consumed is 60%, so which constitutes the major percentage of COGS. And wages 12.50, factory orders same 12.50%, closing stock of finished goods, that is negative amount 4.50%, free samples are 50%. That negative means that has been deducted, that's why it is put into bracket. So COGS is 100%, gross profit is nil, we cannot calculate the percentage for it, 0% gross profit, and commission 26.50. So commission is 26.50% to the sales. Then we will calculate all the administrative expenses, staff salaries. How we are going to calculate? 17,500 divided by net sales into 100, so which arrives at 1.75, or we can simply divide every amount by 10,000. So 10,000 divided by 10,000, 1, 10,000 divided by 1, 1. Here depreciation 32,500 divided by 10,000, so 3.25. The total of administrative expenses is 7%. So aggregate administrative expenses are 7% to the net sales. Then selling distribution expenses, advertisement expenses are 1.20%, free samples are 0.50%, publicity expenses are 8%, total selling and distribution expenses are 9.70% of the net sales. Now total operating expenses will constitute 16.70% to the net sales. Operating profit before interest is 9.80% to the net sales. Interest on debentures is 0.50%, interest on loan also same. Total interest is 1% to the net sales. Net profit after interest 8.80%. Last year's profit loss account balance is 10%, and total profit available for appropriation is 18.80%. Now what we will interpret, we can see here gross profit is nil, that means it is not sufficient to cover these operating expenses, but the commission is there and this commission has covered all these operating expenses, right? So the gross profit is 0 and it is not sufficient, that we can interpret here. In selling and distribution, the depreciation is higher. In administrative expenses, the depreciation on office furniture is higher. In selling distribution expenses, the publicity expenses are higher. Then interest is just 1% to the net sales, so that thing is okay. And the profit available for appropriation is, any appropriations are not given here, so we don't know whether this profit is sufficient or not. And the contingent liability is shown here, proposed dividend rupees 70,000. So once again we can take the recap here. Sorry. So this is our statement. First net sales, then we have calculated COGS, we deducted it from net sales, we got the gross profit, we added the commission to that, then we calculated operating expenses, we deducted operating expenses from the aggregate of gross profit and commission, and we got the operating profit before interest. Further we deducted the interest and we got the net profit after interest, and we added profit and loss opening balance here, and we got the profit available for appropriation, and we calculated all the percentage for all the items, taking the base of net sales as 100, and we have shown the contingent liability here. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. This problem is taken from the book Introduction to Management Accounting, SYBCom Semester 3, published by SET Publishers. Thank you once again. Have a nice day.